Can you afford a $130K car? Dave Ramsey. Raise your hands if you don't want a fancy $130K car. Well, no one in this world would say no to that, but the real question is, can you afford it? Dave Ramsey, an American radio show host and personal finance personality, will tell you about it. Let's waste no time and get to know if you can afford a car worth $130K or not. Dave Ramsey advises people to reduce their debt in the first place. His teachings are simple and could be implemented easily. That's the reason he is famous and has such a successful show up and running. He advises people to reduce their debt using the debt snowball method. In this method, he advises people to pay off their lowest balances first. Another thing about Dave Ramsey is that he doesn't go on and on about increasing your credit score, but he opposes credit cards. He once took out his wallet and showed the 4 pieces of plastic he carries. He carried a business debit card, a personal debit card, a driver's license, and a concealed carry permit. He advises people to use cash and tells families to utilize an envelope system. The envelope system is the method of putting a cash allocation for each month's food, entertainment, etc. in separate envelopes and then spending only what is in the envelope. According to him, the idea of student loans is a myth, and he advises people not to take one. 2 rules when it comes to motor toys, aka vehicles. Dave Ramsey, the author of the New York Times bestseller The Total Money Makeover and the host of The Ramsey Show with a $55 million net worth, has 2 basic rules regarding money and investing. The number 1 rule is don't buy it if you can't pay with cash. It means car here. The second rule is cars go down in value. Anything with a motor goes down in value with time. Every car depreciates with time because of natural wear and tear. The difference between the value of a car between the time it was purchased and when it was sold is called the car depreciation value, and it depends on several factors. The thumb rule. So the thumb rule of Dave Ramsey with the vehicle is that if you are someone who makes a couple of hundreds, then don't buy cars that cost more than half of your annual income. But on the other hand, if you make good bucks, there's a high probability that you will violate this rule. For example, making $200K a year and investing $130K in this car may go rough on you. This is because Dave Ramsey doesn't invest much in things that may go down in value. Even if it is a Nissan GTR or the new Raptor with 700 horsepower, both are astronomically priced, and in no way their value goes up with time. So for example, even if you buy it 10 years from now, can you sell it for more money? If your answer is no, what is the right answer? You should think about your decision. The increase in value. This may come across as a surprise, but there is a possibility that the value of the car might increase. The chances are really low, but there is a possibility. The value of your car can increase over time if it becomes antique. You might have heard of $1 million worth paintings. Similarly, if your car becomes something rare and, say, the company stops manufacturing it, there is a chance that the value of your car may increase. This is because your car is no longer seen as a vehicle used for transportation purposes. It is seen as an antique with a collectible purpose. But Dave Ramsey believes that Nissan GTR or Raptor will be an antique in a few years. The exception. There's an exception to the rule here. Let's say you have $8 million in mutual funds and your household income is $100K. You wouldn't hold on to 50% of the $100K. You wouldn't notice even if you buy a car and drive it off the cliff. Well, at least financially. Let's say you have around $1 million and not $8 million. Even then, the purchase is financially justifiable because you aren't going to go bankrupt because of this single purchase. But there is no reason to buy another car if you have one. If you are really in love with the car, if it's all you want in life, then evaluate your situation based on the said principles. If your net worth is $500K, then it is a clear no. But if you dream of owning a fancy car with little debt on your house and your net worth is in the millions, then evaluate your other options and analyze your situation. So, can you afford a $130K car? Let us know in the comments. Also, make sure to like and subscribe to never miss an update.